Alright, I'm Angela Aiello, and today we are learning about French wine. Now, potentially, French wine can be a little confusing. However, I think that if once you learn a little bit, you can be really confident, especially walking into any wine store and knowing about what type of wine you like, what's on the label, and really what's in the bottle, because what's on the label and what's in the bottle is actually completely different. So that's going to be our first step today, is talking about wine regions in France. Let's talk about France. Probably one of the oldest growing regions in the world, and next to Italy grows the most amount of grapes and has the most amount of vineyards than any other wine growing region in the world. Okay, so let's look at the climate of France. In the north we have cooler climates with regions like Loire, Champagne, and Alsace, and then in the middle we've got places like Beaujolais and Burgundy, and then in the south, which is warmer, we've got places like the Rhone, Bordeaux, and a couple other very popular regions. For instance, let's look at this French label. Le Bourgogne, but it has Pinot Noir on it, which is good, but Le Bourgogne is a region called Burgundy in France. So unless Pinot Noir is actually on the bottle, which sometimes it's not, you have to understand that in Burgundy, all the vineyards that are in Burgundy that are red are Pinot Noir. Here we have Chablis, which is also a region in France. But Chablis is actually Chardonnay, and typically this bottle is unoaked. You can do Chardonnay one of two ways, in stainless steel or in oak. Chablis, like I said, are typically unoaked. Now let's talk about Champagne. Now nothing can be called Champagne unless it comes from Champagne, France. Everything else in the world needs to be called sparkling wine or another name that they've called it to actually bring that back to their region. This is a bottle of Champagne. Now Champagne is typically made with Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. I'll go into more about French sparkling wine in a later video. The most popular region probably from France is Bordeaux. Now Bordeaux typically is a blend of 5 different varietals, but you never know that from the label because it just says Bordeaux on here. You need to know that there are actually 5 main grapes grown in Bordeaux, which include Cab Franc, Cab Sauv, Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. They are all blended into one bottle to give you Bordeaux. So there you have it. After learning a little bit about French wine, the region, the climate, labels, and varietals, the next time you pop into the wine store and feel like getting a bottle of wine, go to the French wine section and buy a bottle with confidence.